Welcome to the Grateful Artist. I am so glad you're here. I absolutely love doing this podcast and building a community. What an honor. This has been so fun. And also, we have our ebook and paperback book available on Amazon if you'd like to purchase that. You also can buy it from me directly at stephaniepagestudio.com, and I will hand sign a book for you. They both cost the same. Thank you for showing up today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Welcome back. I'm Stephanie Paige, your host, author, and artist of The Grateful Artist. And today we're talking about a beautiful subject, the most important thing in the world. It makes the world go around, love. Now, love is a very powerful energy that we can have, and we actually are love. We are the energy. If we can connect to who we are and how we are love and how we are interconnected, our energy skyrockets. It's beautiful. It's the brightest light ever. So we also want to talk about how love can protect us through difficult times. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's a little bit of difficulty happening right now in the world. And I know as artists, being sensitive, being connected, that we are struggling. And how do we not attach ourselves to so many things that are hateful or hurtful? So it's a simple practice today I wanted to talk to you about, and it is something that I think is probably something that's kind of saving my inner peace right now. And I use it every day, and it's a bizarre thing how it works, but it just does. So Thich Nhat Hanh is one of my favorite monks. He had passed already, but his book called True Love is one of my favorite books. And in that book, it has one sentence in there that actually changed my entire life. And it's amazing how words can do that, or someone's insight. If you're open to it, you can change. But his quote that he says is, "It is my job to love you, but it is not your job to love me in return." Now, true love and true giving is all about being love and loving someone, just wanting to express love. But when you have that expression, hoping that it's in return or expecting it back, it takes away from the trueness, the realness of it. So, if you have family members, if you have people in your life that you absolutely love, but they may not love you the way you want back, let's get rid of that. Let's just erase that need, because needing to be loved in return diminishes your light. It makes love conditional. And conditional love is what I was raised in. I was raised in a home that as long as I did the right thing and agreed all the time, I was loved. But when I made a mistake or did something wrong, I was nothing. So growing up, that was very difficult to unpack, because I was a really mushy kid. I cried over things. I feel everybody's pain. I mean, emotional and all those things, which is beautiful to me because I see a lot more, I feel a lot more, and I experience a lot more. And you can see that in my artwork. But growing up with that was difficult because it was a power struggle. And when you're in relationships that are someone's resisting or holding back their love because they are waiting for somebody to act accordingly, that's conditional love. I'll love you as long as you do this. I'll love you as long as you do that. So love ends up becoming a completely different definition. And people that conditionally love may not know how to love and may not even realize they are love. So that's kind of the tragic part of how love is thrown around everywhere. And people's definition of love is completely different. But I do believe that there is an ultimate truth of love, and kind of a divine, light in yourself and others that's interconnected. That's love to me. And so I think knowing or connecting to that, I can't remember. Deepak Chopra, one of his quotes: Love is a state of being. And when you are love, you are connected with the divine within yourself and others. So think about that sentence. You're connected to yourself and others, the divineness of yourself, the ancient part of yourself that's so true, your spirit. So when we recognize each other's spirit and we're connected in that way, that's pure love. That's a beautiful thing. So I think that when I let that sentence of Thich Nhat Hanh change my life was because I was waiting to be loved by people that could not love me. I desperately wanted to be loved by these people and never received it. So imagine years worth of waiting and trying everything to be loved. It's a painful thing. So obviously, love is a little bit more broader than that. But today I wanted to talk about how we can use this love that we possess inside ourselves, that's so deep inside us, that's part of our spirit, that is our spirit. It's very difficult. And when you're artist and you are sensitive and you're feeling everything around you, and it's really hard to respond to hate or see hate so much so in our lifetime. I don't think I've ever witnessed this before. But I think that the most important part, is not just realizing love is the only answer to hate, that's the only thing that will get rid of hate, that, all of that, I pull back from that. I can't change people and I cannot change their energy of what they're putting out there. I can't affect them, but how can I protect myself? So this does sound a little selfish, but follow with me a little longer. So practicing this is this saying that I say to myself, everyone loves me and I love everyone. And this energy that I have when I'm in front of people that are maybe difficult or maybe saying hateful things or hurtful things, I don't want that soaked into my body and mind. I don't want to be poisoned by their words. I don't want to be affected by them. So, not to say taking the higher road, but love can be such a protective cloak, just like compassion is. And compassion is love. Like if you can understand this person that's hating, you don't give those people the power to affect you in a negative way. But sometimes hate is just unexplainable, and you're seeing it every day. So, how do we manage? How do we get through our days? What can we do to separate ourselves from this poison? Because that's what it is. It spreads. It's contagious. It's awful. Hate can be grow hate, I guess. And but also love can do that too. And love to me is just saying those words automatically inside my body and my mind is peaceful. I love everyone and everyone loves me. It doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be true on their end. But for me, the energy is true. My energy is love. I am love. So if I walk through this earth expressing love, that's my job. That's what I need to do. And not just need, want to do, because I am love. And expressing ourselves is the most important thing. So expressing it with art, wow, that's even a different level, isn't it? Even these words on the podcast, these are loving words. I'm on this podcast to help creatives, people that are trying to connect with their purpose and their path. It's not about showing up to get something from you. I get nothing from this other than pure joy and happiness. And I love giving. That is part of who I am. And I think that that's really understanding that for myself is really good because there is no expectation. There is no, I need something in return from you. I don't. You can listen or you could turn me off right now. You don't have to be here. You're here for a reason. And maybe these words can help you guide along your path. And maybe this might work. So let's say, let's take 1 week, one whole week of saying, I love everyone and everyone loves me. I'm driving in the car. People are driving by. They love me. The people riding on your ass, they love me. I love them too. Wow. No power exchange, no energy exchange. You don't have this poison in your body. You don't get upset. Your mind is clear because my whole goal is having a clear mind so I can create and speak and be true. And truth seekers are kind of, we're always trying to figure out what will work and being willing to try things. Well, I've never tried that before. Maybe I'll try saying this. I love everyone and everyone loves me. It's a very powerful thing to say. And if you are someone that is struggling day by day trying to avoid the news and your phone and, people because you can't handle what you're seeing, then maybe this will help. Just ease the mind, help you get into your center, help you find your space that you're supposed to be in so you can make a difference in this world. Because, making a difference in this world as a creator, that's what we're here for, you know, and love is a big driver. And driving this energy forward instead of being stuck is the whole idea. That's why I wrote my book. I wanted to help people get unstuck so they can create, so they can brighten this world, make it a better place. That's my goal. And that's what I would love for everyone to experience. And it doesn't have to look any certain way. It just knows that you're being honest, you're authentically you, and you're expressing yourself with love. That's a beautiful thing. So what we focus on is what we're going to get, okay? So if we're obviously focusing on the wrongs of the world and the evils of the world and the hate all around us, we're going to get more of it. And that is true with me. I experienced that in the beginning of the year. I was in an area where there was a lot of hate around me, and I was focusing. I was looking for it, didn't realize it, but I was just fixated on how many people around me hate for no reason. Hate because somebody told them to hate. And all I was getting was hateful people, like a magnet. They were just coming to me. And it was every day I was thinking, what the heck is going on? Like the world was coming to an end. It was awful. By the month's end, I sat down and I started writing, what am I doing with my energy? Because this is not normal for me. Usually I attract a lot of positive, beautiful people and a lot of light, and I really don't attract this part. And I used to a long time ago. And so I started remembering why. What was I focusing on? And I was focusing on these people that were just hating for no reason and judging. And I was stuck in judgment. I was stuck in like separation and all those things. So I went back to my teaching, and I remember Thich Nhat Hanh said, when you love someone, the best thing you can offer is your presence. So, meaning like you're showing up for yourself and others, you're here, you're welcoming this love. And for me, that was a really powerful shift because, that's it's a difficult thing when you're stuck in judgment because you're justified with the judgment, of course, because it's wrong. Hate is wrong. So this is a universal truth. So if hate's wrong, then that's the judgment, and you're just judging everybody. Label, label, label. Oh, hateful, hateful, hateful. So that part is it's counterintuitive if you are someone that is seeking peace and wanting to give out into the world peace. It's very hard to do that when you're in this judgmental, absorbing state of hate. So either you're a receiver of this hate or you are a giver of love. That's it. Which one do you want to be? And they look very different. Your life looks very different when you are a receiver of hate or a giver of love. And it's very profound. And when you think about it, I remember Ram Dass said, treat everyone as if they are in the embodiment of love, and you will transform yourself. So what he means is treating everyone like they are the source of love. They are love. And yes, they might be doing something that's hurtful or awful, but treating them, your actions, you transform yourself. because people in your life that are difficult to deal with are there for a reason. Okay? And if you want to teach them like teachers, you can actually transform yourself and you can become deeper, meaningful, connected. You can rise above these things. And so I think that that's really a beautiful thing. When we learn from people that are awful to us, we transform ourselves into not being available for those type of things, that energy. But we also have a deeper understanding. There is no perfect person. There's no right or wrong in a way where you can label someone completely wrong. You can label someone hurt and unwell. You can label them all different things with compassion, but when you just say they're a waste, they're awful and evil, and there's nothing good about them, you know, that's your judgment. And judgment gets you stuck. It really does. And I do not like hating people. That is not something I'm here on earth to do. And yes, we can be disappointed. Yes, we can feel all this. But we also don't have to be hate. Because when you hate someone, you are hate. When you love someone, you are love. So just keep it in the most simplest terms. And a lot of this is about simplicity of the mind. And it doesn't mean simple. It just means keep your thoughts simple about this. My job is to love you, but it's not your job to love me in return. There is no conditional. There's no condition on this love. I am love. I am love. I give love. That's what I'm here for. So this message, this purpose that I'm on, this is something that I feel almost all the time. I want to shout it to the world, to everyone. Oh my gosh, just experience this for 1 week, saying this. You may not believe it. You may not feel it completely the first day. The first time, you may completely feel it. The separation of the poison, the energy. You are not connected to that. What you are connected to is the divine, and you're transforming yourself into that interconnectedness. And when we are interconnected, that there's nothing this world can't do. This world there's so much possibilities. And most people, think pretty negative about what's happening and where we're heading. And you can do that too. That's your choice. But living on this earth with peace in your heart and love all about you, that's a little bit better to live that way. Physically, emotionally, mentally, all that is connected, and all that is just fueling itself into a really beautiful light. So I think, just practice. A lot of times, a long time before, I used to get a massage, and I always wonder, oh, does this person hate their job or do they love it? But I always just didn't enjoy the massages. I thought, God, it was so stressful because this person probably hated massaging me or something. And then I decided, no, they love me and they're here for me and they love me, even though if it wasn't true, that's fine. But I decided they loved me so I can enjoy this massage I was paying for. So I guess that's kind of the idea is, people that you go to the DMV and everyone assumes everyone at the DMV hates you and they're just awful. They're just notoriously awful. The last time I was at the DMV, I just told myself, they love me. They're here for me. They love me. And it was a great experience. In and out of there, everything worked out great. So I think what we look for, we will get, and we will see, and we will find. So if you look at someone and you're going to find something bad, you could look at me and you can find something bad. You could look at me and find something good. You could look at me and find love or hate. You could look at me however you want and determine with your judgment what I am. So when you're at a cashier or, you have to, do something you really don't want to do, you can be filled with fear and that could take over your experience. You could be filled with hate. That could take over your experience. You could be filled with frustration, anger, all these things that are kind of poison. Or you could be filled with love. Everyone here loves me and I love everyone. Wow, I'm free now. Like you literally let yourself free from all the energy around you. And you are the energy. You decide what the energy is. And your atmosphere that you put yourself in, you can decide what it is. Is it going to be filled with love or fear? Because those are really the decisions that you're making. Fear is a big trigger. And love is too. So we counteract those things. We definitely want, this to be part of our path, and our daily awareness is I love everyone and everyone loves me. And I'm telling you, love grows, love expands, love, it spreads faster than lightning. It is the most powerful energy you are. So I think, I remember Rumi saying, the moment you accept everything as it is, you can begin to love what is. And that's really could be a very easy thing, but also a difficult thing. But think about it. If you accept everything as it is, now you can begin to love what is. Because that is a big part of it. We have to accept this is happening. We have to accept our reality. And how do we live in this reality? How do we live in this space that's stressful? And how do we not only live here, but thrive in it? How do we expand our light in it? So my wish for you is to experience this, and I would love for you to reach out and let me know how you experienced it. I love these little exercises because people do reach out and tell me their experiences, and that is spreading love, and that's just a beautiful thing. I don't need validation, but I would love to hear if anyone uses this tool. This week I got a lot of exercises that I talked about in past podcasts and a lot of emails of their experience. And it is really interesting, just certain things you could try in life to make it a little easier, a little bit better, a little bit brighter. And, that's what I'm on earth for. That's it. I am a mirror to people, and I'm here to reflect light. And the people that aren't filled with light have a hard time being around me, which I accept. But the people that are, it's like magnets. It's a beautiful thing. And so I do enjoy connecting with people. It's definitely a necessity for me. And this is one way I can connect. So I thank you for showing up today. And I hope that you enjoy your journey you're on with love this week. Use it, feel it, connect with it, and be it. Thank you. Thank you for showing up today at The Grateful Artist. We are building a community that we're so proud of. And if you'd like to connect to us and get involved in any way, shape, or form, please reach out to us at art@Stephanie Paige Studio. And if you do follow us, please leave a review on any of our platforms. That would be great. And just so grateful that you're showing up and I get to do this. It's so fun. Take care. Till next time.